welcome back everybody. Today we are checking out Kirby and the Forgotten Kingdom. This is just a different point of view review, and before we get into it, a little bit of housekeeping. All gameplay you're seeing at the moment is captured on my Nintendo Switch. I've mainly played it on handheld mode, not a lot in the docked version. But of course, if you could always like and subscribe, it's always appreciated. But before that, any left to do, let's get into Kirby. So now, it is so good seeing a little pink ball of fun on the screen again. Nintendo, I really need to put out more games for this Switch. I recently wanted to go on a plane and needed to play something on my Switch, and I was staring at the wall of games for ages because there was either games that were already out on other consoles or just they need more exclusive games. I don't care if it's another Mario game, but let's get it out there. I want to play more. Mario Odyssey was fantastic and I want more. But here's Kirby. Now, Kirby, the adorable pink ball of non-stop eating, is back, and it's finally in its own Nintendo game on the Switch, and it was actually pretty good. Kirby's story is nothing too complicated. The characters of the world, once again taken, it's your job to go from level to level, freeing them up, beating the main villain. Never complicated these games, but the game takes a lot from Mario Odyssey and Donkey Kong Country, where the map is really open, simple, jump, fly from point A to point B, such as World 1-1 or World 1-2, so forth. It's just nice, simple Nintendo gameplay, and it's just enjoyable. The main thing I want to say is there is no challenge in this game. I am going to put an underline under that. There is no challenge with this game. Kirby is incredibly easy, and that's even when you choose the more wild mode out of the two modes you're given, and it's meant to be harder and you're actually given a health bar, but I'm talking, you can go through the whole game without dying once, and it's just a bit surprising. It's a bit surprising, but it is Kirby, it was still fun. But anyway, let's get into this. So, gameplay. The gameplay is wholesome Nintendo fun. It's Kirby. You run, jump, get abilities, fight off bad guys. Sure, none of it's hard, but it's enjoyable, and that's what gaming's all about. Something new that the Kirby game brings is different abilities where you can now take the form of cars, vending machines, and really a set of stairs. I mean, it sounds weird even saying it, and I played the game, but it just works. Solving puzzles and having these moments with enemies where you get to control different items, it's just really fun. And like, the car has certain abilities that now speed you across landscapes. You can take over a soda machine and shoot soda out of your mouth. It's just so ridiculous, but it's just fun. It's good Nintendo work. Not to mention, the car memes have been fantastic. Now, graphics. Graphics are simple Nintendo, bubbly colors. They've taken this extra step of detail like we saw in Mario Odyssey. Each world actually is an exploring wonder, so I will tip my hat off to that. There's little bits of details in all the worlds, and they've actually made a little bit harder to actually find certain collectibles. I feel like they've done really well, but graphics, nice, bright, bubbly colors, really good. Now, before I want to get too much into it, I did want to mention the two-player. This is a big note I want to say. I played the two-player demo with my girlfriend, and I played a little bit of two-player during the final release, and it really feels like a second thought. You jump into it, first player is Kirby, second player is a bandana. Oh man, what do they call it again? DD? DY? DD? Something like that, anyway. And all they get is a spear and very, very minimal attacks of what they can do. And of course, player one's running around absorbing abilities that the second player just can't use. All it gets to do is spam an attack button, while Kirby gets to just become a fire breather or an ice breather or shoot things with guns. Like, I do not know why they just didn't introduce two different Kirbys of two different colors, like Yoshi's Island or something like that. It really feels like a second thought. Not to mention the most annoying part of the whole two-player experience, the camera. The camera is fixed onto Kirby's position, and it does nothing for the second player. It is so frustrating, especially for that second player who wants to run around and explore themselves when they are stuck in this very, very, very small camera angle of just Kirby. It's very frustrating, and which really sucks because this game could have been really fun with two players. So it's a bit unfortunate. Now, quickly into sound design. This is something I want to just quickly pop up. Just friendly Nintendo sound design. There's nothing too fantastic, to be honest. Everything's nice and polished, but nothing too crazy worth mentioning. But sound design's still quite nice and music's still good. Now, that was it, guys. That was my pros, cons, and bits and pieces of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I think I said Forgotten Kingdom at the start there. Anyway, Forgotten Land. What did you guys think of Kirby? Are you a long-time Nintendo fan that's just happy to pick something up so they can finally dust off their Switch? Or are you waiting a couple of days to see what the reviews are like? This is just my thoughts and opinions. I did enjoy Kirby. It is worth picking up, but don't look for a challenge. Don't look for anything too challenging or anything like that. It's just wholesome Nintendo fun. Anyway, guys, that's me. That's Mark My Words, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If possible, hit the like button and the subscribe. It really helps me out in these early days. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you later.